Bruce in
Bring
Oregon,
'em.
you're up.
Joe, I really have been so inspired by your talk. I've got kind of a two-part question. Do you think that more professional athletes are who are LGBTQ will come out? And do you think that women will kind of break the barrier and integrate in like the NFL, the NBA, the MLB, and the NHL?
Great questions. So my answer to your first question is yes. I think right now in women's sports in the United States, it feels, and I'm speaking for myself, but it feels safe to come out, right? Typically, the stereotype is that if you're a female athlete in America, you are queer, right? So we're almost battling the reverse stereotype. Men's sports is a different story because if you think about these labels and these restrictions that I talk about in the boxes, a gay man stereotypically is seen as effeminate, which is almost the anti of the athlete, right? Men's sports is the antithesis of masculinity. So that's why it's difficult for men to come out because it almost goes in face of being an athlete. So we're starting to see it though with Carl Nassib, NFL player who came out. So we're starting to have more athletes come out and be accepted, still have an incredible career, being able to step out as their true selves. So I think slowly that barrier is being broken. It's still going to take time. And if you think globally, like we talked about, it is still illegal to be homosexual in a lot of these countries. So until the culture, until the policies and laws in those countries develop, you're still going to have a lot of barriers to people coming out. It's just not safe. So yes, with an asterisk on that one. Women breaking barriers in terms of playing men's sports. So in terms of biology, testosterone gives men a 12% advantage in terms of physical capacity, body mass, muscle mass. So only in a few sports, maybe it's like ski jumping, is it actually equal? You can reduce that 12%, right? Otherwise, there is a 12% difference. And Kim's shaking her head. To give you an example, playing for the women's national team, when we would scrimmage with men, a men's team, we would typically, as a women's national team, scrimmage a like U18, U17 boys team. Because that 12% advantage, when you go through puberty, it truly exists. So the men are they're bigger, faster, and stronger because of genetics, because of physiology. And so that barrier for most sports will not be broken. I don't want to put anything in absolutes. You will have categories for women that have been established for a reason. They're a protected class for a reason, and that is that 12%. So I don't see that barrier broken, and I'm happy to say that because then you may see the disappearance of women's sports altogether. And we want to be able to respect, admire, and appreciate women's sports for exactly what it is and how it is played, and see them as completely separate beings, deserved of equal investment of resources.
Appreciate those answers.
Yeah. Yeah.